Oh my goodness. Charlie's having some serious heavenly FOMO right now. Look at this. You have no idea how much Charlie Kirk wants a bullhorn down here right now. He always said to me, if we could just figure out how to bring the Holy Spirit into a Trump rally, I think you've done it. My name is Tyler Bowyer. I was the CEO of Turning Point USA and now the CEO of Turning Point Action. You may know me from the Charlie Kirk Show or our weekly podcast, Thought Crime, with Charlie, Jack, Blake, and Andrew, but I'm also the longest tenured employee at Turning Point. I met my friend Charlie in 2014. We connected when Turning Point USA was just in its infancy, sharing the vision for what the conservative movement should be. Charlie was just a kid then. I was a little older. We had a lot in common. I didn't like rhinos. He didn't like rhinos. I was the youngest guy at Tea Party meetings. He was the youngest guy at Tea Party meetings. Charlie didn't go to college. I went to ASU, so I basically didn't go to college. You're welcome, Dr. Crow. We went to work every day on a 24-hour clock. When Charlie turned 21, he didn't have a home. Turning Point USA was in his first year of raising real money. He was just a kid to me, but donors would ask him where he lived, and he took personal offense to the suggestion he still lived in his parents' basement. Although his parents probably wanted him to be there all the time. He was a grown 21-year-old man after all. He was rarely home in Chicago. He lived on a plane and zipped back and forth as Turning Point USA became his life. All his personal mail came to a little detached garage at 217.5 Illinois Street, where, as Charlie would constantly remind you, like every good startup, Turning Point USA was founded. So anyways, we worked 24/7. He would tell every supporter of ours, between me and him, we were a team that was never off the clock. Full coverage. I would usually stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning working on the next big Turning Point USA project and text Charlie reports of what our team that day had accomplished. It was like this every day. Work, report, and wait to see my text messages to Charlie flip from delivered to read as soon as he woke up on the East Coast, so we can be firing away feedback, thoughts, and a flurry of brilliant Charlie Kirk ideas as soon as he opened his eyes. I'm not kidding you, this was every single day. And all it takes is 2 dudes to dream up big stuff and talk each other into really insane ideas, which Charlie and I did often to one another. We would go back and forth with those ideas, perfecting them, turning into bigger, more insane and impactful things, and of course, expensive concepts. The ideas literally never stopped. It was around the clock problem solution chat that worked to dream big for the conservative movement. Come up with new ideas, plan new things, fix all problems. My job was to turn them into proposals and presentations, and voila, we would work to execute. Charlie would take red eyes from coast to coast, going all over the country like a crazy man on any and every possible donor, meeting with every possible donor who would take a meeting, so our ideas and fixes for the conservative movement could help young people once and for all. I oftentimes would go with him and marvel at the deranged 22-year-old lifestyle of bathing in airport bathrooms, eating full plates of vegetables and meat at 10 p.m. at night after a long day's work. He was the best at doing all of it. Our success gave me the job of a lifetime, and I'm grateful for it for the rest of my life. I got really good at recruiting the best young talent in the country to come work for us, and it was nonstop. We were a hell of a team. And that's how it worked. Turning Point USA was built, and the Charlie Kirk vision was delivered. I had the special honor at Charlie and Erika's wedding to give a toast speech for Charlie, the groom. It was significantly less pressure than this room. An incredibly beautiful wedding, but small, and an important room of people. I can admittedly say I didn't think that I would have to give another Charlie Kirk speech this soon. At his wedding, I told the story of talking Charlie into moving to Arizona. He was an adamant Chicago boy. I needed to break that. Selfishly, I wanted him to love Arizona because I had recently convinced him to move Turning Point USA to Arizona. It was a hard sell at first, and that was until I hosted the first Trump rally in Trump rally history right here in Arizona in 2015. I got a call from Miss Erika Kirk, Miss Arizona 2012. I just want to help, she said. So naturally, I put her right behind the president at that first rally. After that, we talked. It was obvious she was the perfect person for the job that Charlie and I had devised in one of our 24-hour planning sessions. I wanted to hire her. I only had one problem. Charlie Kirk wanted to date her. Long story short, I was very worried he was going to scare her off and screw it up. And I was going to lose this incredible prospect. Like all things he put his mind to, Charlie accomplished everything he put his mind to. They immediately fell in love and I lost an employee. But now she's my boss. I'm sure you've heard. We love Erika Kirk. Over the years, we built a lot of things. The largest field operation in the conservative movement between high school, college, faith, and action. The first ever ballot chase operation that won the election for President Trump. The largest events in the conservative movement, most of which have been huge, but in convention centers. In 2021, in the aftermath of COVID, we weren't sure if society was ever going to bounce back and ever get back to normal. So we began planning what was one of the crazy ideas known as America Fest. I hope you'll all be there this year. We decided to move it to swing state Arizona and hope and pray that this would work after the world shut down for so long. Charlie, like all our 24/7 ideas sessions, texted me and our VP of events, Lawrence Onsich, late at night, and he showed us and said, "This is my vision." It was an image of a full stadium. A few seconds later, he sent these images of full stadiums of people, hoping for that to be a future turning point event. Well, Charlie, my friend, I'm happy to report we're standing in your vision. You did it, buddy. We love you. You are sitting in the vision for Charlie Kirk. God bless.